I pity any— oh my god, are we talking about those packs? Don't anybody buy those packs. Oh my god, those are so awful. They're level 70. Do you realize level 70 gear rolls like level 67 gear? It doesn't roll like level 85 gear. That means like speed main boots can only have 35 main speed. I don't think it's possible to roll 4 speed on level 70 gear. I think 3 speed. I think it's 1 to 3 is your speed range. I might be wrong on that, I have to check, but I know the maximum attack on an attack ring is 55% attack. Not 60, not 65, 55%. That gear is so awful, and I hate it because it's targeting newer players. There was a time when the beginner packs were the packs to buy, right? They were always the really high value packs. And it's kind of changed to where it's like, convince people to buy this crap before they've played the game long enough that they realize what a terrible value it is. And that kind of distresses me a little bit. It's you want people to stay and play the game. You're supposed to reward them with like insanely high value stuff. Like remember the Molagora relay packs that we got when we started out? A lot of the beginner packs were like max value. And these, man, some of these packs, ugh. The Leaf Pack's a little scummy too. Now they did upgrade the Leaf Pack by giving you this 50 daily energy per day. And that's because people did the math, right? People did the math that this much money for this many leaves and this many skystones, you should just buy 2,000 skystones. You get more stamina from, what's that? 1990 skystones, 1980 skystones. You get more stamina from that than you get from 22 leaves and 450 skystones. If you're farming continuously and you're a Leviathan-sized whale, then you buy your leaf packs, but it's only limited to one time, so at best you just buy one of each. You buy one of each, and then if you want more stamina, you go grab your double dip skystones. Now, if you don't have the double dip skystones anymore, then maybe leaf packs come back again. But if you've bought all of the double dip skystones, then you're not really a responsible spender anymore. You're dipping your toes into the world of the whales. You don't understand why they don't make more valuable packs, because they're maximizing profits. Look, one thing gacha games are really, really good at is monetizing their packs. A lot of research and thought goes into this, into figuring out exactly what point in time you will maximize the volume of money versus the volume of sales, right? It's a push and pull. If it's cheap and everyone buys it, is that better than it's expensive and half the people buy it? Would you rather half the people buy it at $100 a pop, or have everybody buy it at $20 a pop? I mean, one's making you a lot more money than the other, right? I mean, I have heard rumors, and I believe they're true, that a lot of these gaming companies, half of the people that are on the staff are really good at saying these are the kind of animations, graphics, color schemes, layouts, wording that you use in describing the packs that will get people's attention and make them want to buy it, that will invoke a fear of missing out, that will, this is the timer that you put on it. That almost half of the energy goes into the advertising of the pack, the making you feel like you are going to miss out if you don't buy this. And then the other half is put into actually making the pack, what goes in it, setting the price point. It's kind of crazy. Anytime somebody says they're crazy on how they're setting the prices on these things, they're not. This is probably where the bulk of the research for these companies goes, from Genshin to Summoner's War to Epic 7, any gacha game. The shop is one of the last things they think about when they are creating the game. But once the game's created, a lot of thought goes into this stuff. You think that relay pack? You think this isn't the one. What was the relay summon pack? I don't think it's out anymore. Where like you get 10 free summons and the 9th is guaranteed to be an artifact and the 10th is guaranteed to be a unit 5-star. When that first came out, it was $10 and now it's $30. You think they didn't go, wow, everybody bought that. Let's raise the price and see what happens. Wow, 20% of the people stopped buying it, but we tripled the price, so profit. Yeah, we're not putting it back where it was. Everyone was like, it's so scummy. I'm not buying this until they restore the price. I'm like, that's fine. And they won't restore the price until enough people do what you do and vote with their feet and don't buy it. Then they'll reduce the price or they'll improve the value of the pack. But as long as people are buying it, there's a phrase in marketing. It's what the market will bear. And you got to decide if the price point is in your spending range or not. But don't ever think they don't know how to price packs. It is the one thing just about all these game companies that have been around this long know how to do. But yeah, as to what is really, really good value in this, the Burning Passion packs, of course, I think are just about the top value that's out there. Other than that, other than some of the newbie packs, your monthly pack. This one especially because this XP translates into stigma, which translate into gold. This one actually makes you more gold than this one. Although this one will bring you more gold. The reason you buy this one is the 70 stamina a day. I am not sure 10 bucks is worth the 70 stamina a day. My gold typically isn't a problem. And, you know, skystones, I'm usually champion in Abyss, so I'm usually not suffering for skystones, but this one's not bad for supporting a game. You can think of this as a $15 monthly subscription fee that you would normally pay for a lot of top-end games. I think this $5 one is worth getting. I think of all of them, this is the higher, this is, this one is probably worth twice as much as this one for half the price. But there's no reason to not get both. Both these are really high value. They give you a good chunk of skystones. Getting a chunk of skystones every day is nice. The XP booster is really nice. Everything about this. And the extra quick battling is a really, really nice quality of life. You can bang out all your reputation bonuses in one button push. This is $5 for an aesthetic. I mean, it's... The 100 skystones is nothing. I don't even know why that's even in there. This is the same as buying a skin in another game. If you like the panda and you think it's cute, you buy it. I'll never give anybody grief for spending money on skins and aesthetics, but this is just a skin. Same with the skin pack. This is just for getting skins. This is a complete waste of money if you are just looking at game advancement, but if you're looking at game improvement, maybe you love this creepy Angelica skin and you really want it, then, you know, you do you with the skin packs. The leaf packs, I've already gone over this, kind of low to mid-tier value. I mean, if you're a Giga Whale and you're farming hard, you go deep on this, but I still think that just buying Skystones is better value than buying the leaf packs, especially Skystones that have the double dipping bonus that resets every few months. Molagora pack is a terrible value, but it's about the only way to get Molagora. So if you're low on Molagora, they've added a lot of things to make these things better. The catalyst chests, the extra skystones, they've increased the amount of Molagora. Basically, $100 is enough to almost finish a unit. This plus what you get from your weekly stuff, but none of these things are... I mean, this is really about a month of resources all at once. So you're spending $100 to basically advance your game by a month. If you're relatively early on and you've got a lot of units to Mola, I can understand and respect you for buying these. I used to buy them all the time too, but you'll eventually hit a point where you're going to look back and go, I really could have just not bought these. These usually happen when a new unit comes out that's meta. The people that really find value in these are those that are pushing RTA, where I can't wait. I've got to build... You know, if let's say Ainz becomes the most meta broken unit ever, and if you don't have him, you're not getting Emperor and RTA. Unlikely, but let's say that happens, and you don't have the Mola to build Ainz. You drop the Molagora pack, or you just give up getting Emperor. If you didn't save the resources for it. This relay pack, all RNG, right? You could be dropping $10 for, you know, a whole bunch of 3-star units, and it could happen. But if it, you know, you could get a Leo on, or you could get a Leo here. You could get a freaking Fire Aramentha here. You could spend close to $100. But if you like the gamble, you like the dopamine hit when you pull, and especially if you're early game, If you're early game, random 5 stars are much more value than if you're late game. But, you know, this is actually pretty decent value when you consider what Epic 7 considers value. But I do caution people, I don't like buying packs like this. I think one of the worst packs in the game to buy was the Mystic packs. I don't like buying... Oh, there we go. I don't like buying packs that are RNG. I like getting what I pay for, right? You buy a Molagora pack, you get your Molagora. And you get your catalysts, and you get your skystones to use where you want, and you do the things you need to do. You went into it knowing exactly what you would get for your $100 and you got it. You buy a Mystic pack, you might spend $100 for 3 10 pulls that are all 3-star units. And then you go, wow, I just spent $100 on 30 silver transmit stones. Feels really bad. Yeah, $100 for 4 Ronvalds. So these are the worst. I think hands down the worst value of all of the packs. I mean, not counting the bullshit like that level 70 gear pack for scamming newbies, but this is also the only way to get that Mystic. I mean, there's no other way to get the Mystics that you need in time for the banner to be over. So if you are 1,400 Mystics short of pity, you can spend the $100, or you can just accept that you're probably not going to get the unit. And that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But I don't like buying packs that have that much RNG to them. And that's the biggest problem with this relay pack. Every single thing in this pack is RNG. You could spend all this money and get Bupkas. The only reason I'm saying it's a decent value is the volume of stuff that they're giving is pretty good for the dollar. So if you bought this, I wouldn't fault you for it, but do realize that you are buying for a dopamine hit. You are buying for a gamble. This is like going into a casino and playing responsibly and having fun. So be really careful with Mystic packs. More gambling packs. Daily Summon Pack 1 and 2. If you like the dopamine hit of having additional daily summons, the newer you are with the game, the more value is in these packs, because random 5 stars and even a lot of 4 stars are very good value to you. But the further you are in the game, you get to a point where your hero journal is mostly full. A lot less value in this, but if you don't mind spending $10 to $30 on a little dopamine hit, it's kind of fun. Pulling units is fun, especially if you're a streamer. This is content, right? These are actually really good value for early game players and really shit value for late game players. This is the fastest way to get the 5-star units and even the 4-star units that you might need as an early game player. It's a lot of money, but it's a lot of summons. So I'm kind of okay with these if you are under a year. Once you're over a year, you probably will never touch these. This is kind of like the Mystic packs for Covenants. If you're chasing a unit, you get it. Again, it's an RNG pack. I feel the exact same way about the monthly pack as I do about the Mystic pack. If you're 70 bookmarks away from pity and you really, really want the unit, $100 is going to get it there for you. It does have this little bonus for the first time you buy it where it's going to give you a green Leo, but, you know, hey, it's a gambling pack. They just added more gambling to it. At least it comes with some skystones. 3,000 skystones for $100. Mystic packs for what? 1,200 skystones for $100. Damn. It's so brutal. Mystic packs are so bad. Did we miss any? Yeah, don't be stupid with your money, guys. That's all I gotta say. If you buy this, then I got a bridge to sell you in California. Again, this is very high priced. This is if you absolutely have to build a unit fast. Maybe because a tournament's coming up and you just pulled it. Maybe because you're pushing Emp and RTA and it's the last week. But otherwise, if you are being good about your resources, if you are paying attention to your charm level, you should be fine on charms for the most part. It is a good chunk of gold and a good chunk of skystones. It's the same skystones you get from Mystic packs at half the price, so I will put it above Mystic packs, but I'm not a fan of the charm packs. I think this is Leviathan level whale pack. My advice to you for farming is you farm wyvern or whatever hunt, and you start making your gear until your gold drops below 5 million. Once your gold hits 5 million, stop farming wyvern because you aren't going to be able to level up the gear that you made. Switch over to unrecorded history, start farming your gold through stigma. You get your stigma, you sell the stigma for penguins, you sell the penguins for gold, you get all the gold. Once you get your gold back up to 25 million or so, you go back to farming wyvern. Lather, rinse, repeat. You do this, and you should have no trouble with catalysts. This is exactly what I do, and I've got 74,000 AP. And the gear that you get, even though it's crappy little level, level starter gear, powder you get. Look at my powder supply. I don't ever really need charms because of the powder I get farming unrecorded history and selling the gear that I get there. I always have gold, I always have AP for catalysts, I always have powder for charms. It's a game of resource management. If you manage your resources well, you shouldn't have the need to supplement with packs. If you have to supplement with packs, you need to kind of re-examine your resource management. If you go, I'm always out of gold and charms for forging my gear, then you're farming wyvern too much and unrecorded history not enough. Or you're leveling gear that you should have quit on earlier. Maybe if you're constantly out of gold and charms, maybe you need to be a little bit more of a gear snob. Maybe you need to, stop upgrading shitty gear. Raise your standards. You're better than that. A lot of times when people tell me they have gear issues, the issue is that they are they're chasing gear that they should have stopped on. Do we miss any other packs? This is terrible. I'm not going to hate on brand new players for buying this because brand new players might be starved for these spirit blooms to level units. I remember what it was like back in the day going, wow, I've got 150 units to 6-star. How the hell am I going to do that? So I get it, but nobody past 1 year is ever buying this. And skystones too, really look at the value of especially if you're looking at the skystones in the pack, look at what the pack offers, right? Look at what a monthly summon pack offers. For $100, you get 3,000 skystones and 70 covs. Let's keep track of that. For $100, it's 3,000 skystones and 70 covs. Evan, how many, refreshing the shop, how many skystones would you spend to get about 70 covs? Maybe about 1,500? So this is effectively 4,500 skystones for $100, right? Because 1,500 skystones, you could get 70 covs. So this is 4,000 to 4,500 skystones for $100. Or you could come over here and get 7,200 skystones for $100. This is substantially better. It's damn near double the value of that summon pack. Now give it, it's only first purchase. After the first purchase, it's the summon packs maybe a little bit better. But there ain't no way you should buy that summon pack when this is sitting there for $100. So before you press buy on any pack, compare what you're getting in it versus the skystones and think, is it worth it? Is it really something that I should shoot for? Don't buy the level 70 gear packs. Please, just don't. Don't support that level of predatory behavior on new players who don't know any better. Send a message. Send a message on that. So there's no reason that shouldn't be 85. Oh yeah, and one of them is level 70 rage gear. It's a full set of level 70 rage gear when at the same time we're getting the Archie daily login event that gives a full set of level 85 rage gear. How do you conscience selling level 70 rage gear to new players when you're giving away level 85 rage gear for free? Yeah, it's I'm not thrilled with it. I don't mind them being predatory with their packs. That's the way gacha games work. You think how many people you think notice that this monthly summon monthly summon pack is objectively half as good as just buying raw skystones with this bonus? I bet you money they sell way more of this pack than they sell of that Skystones because of where it's placed and how, you know, the animation and artwork that's on it. But it is objectively crappier value. And same with this one here too. 900 Skystones and 10 Covs. So that's about maybe 1,000 to 1,200 Skystone value for 29 bucks. When 29 bucks can get you almost 2,000 Skystones. Again, almost double the value of the monthly pack. Oh yeah, I full disclosure, the first time you buy this monthly pack, you get a free green Leo. Possibly you'll get lucky and it'll just be like a blue Crozet. But yeah, it does come with that ticket in there. So we'll do my best to keep you guys advised on what to do and what not to do. Bottom line is it's your money. This is a very free-to-play friendly game. All things considered, it's not free-to-play friendly on the competitive end, but if you're not doing RTA, it's just about the most free-to-play friendly gacha out there. Never feel compelled to spend. It's hard watching streamers, being in a guild, watching people doing insane stuff, and feeling like you need to spend to keep up with them. You don't. Enjoy the game, have fun, play it how you like, whether you're free-to-play or you're a Leviathan-class whale who buys out every single pack every month. You do you. Just spend responsibly. You want to go to the bar and spend $200 drinking with your friends? It's kind of the same value as far as what you have at the end of the day. As long as you had fun with the money and you had it to spend, if you get fun out of it and you've got the means and it doesn't put you in dire straits, spend what you want to spend. You do you. Don't let anybody shame you for spending in a gacha game, but don't let anybody shame you to not spending in it. So yeah, there's my impromptu let's talk about the packs discussion. I didn't expect to be having that, but I hope it helps some of you guys out. That's my 2 cents. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.